All right, thank you very much for watching. My name is Buba Gajigo, and we are in the capital city of the Gambia, that is Banjul right now, to witness the parliamentary election. Well, I am standing at Gambia High School. This is the place where Honorable Usman Silla of the PDOIS will vote. So we are going to interview some voters and, of course, some party agents and presiding officers here. Join us, of course, some insight to see what will happen here at Gambia High and other polling stations that we will visit in Banjul today.
Mangi to the Umi Bachili.
All right. Ban time nga fi ñew pour voter?
Mang fi exi before 7:30, 7:30.
7:30. Bim fi ñewé na face nga any problem?
No, not really. Face ma any problem. Hana lima observe rek moy ne there were less people than presidential elections because we came around the same time for the presidential elections. Why dafa melni nit ñi bari wuñ dal.
It is very important as all elections are, so it's the right of every citizen to exercise their rights. So that's the only word we've got to cast our votes.
Xana ñu jóg ñëw sànni parce que lu am njëriñ la lu am njëriñ la toog ci kër ga daal amul benn njëriñ nañ ñëw pour mën a cuusal seen bopp daal kan moo leen di represent because dañ nit a good representative parce que mbir bi moom ci loolu la yaakaar bi yëpp foofu la.
Which party are you representing?
PDOIS.
PDOIS. How is the process going since you come?
It's been free and fair as since I came here in the morning. There's been no like rambling or up and down. People are voting quietly, and I guess it's free and fair from what I can see.
Ban party nga nekk di represent? NPP. Since ngeen ñëw ba time bi ndax am ngeen any jafe-jafe?
No, amuñ benn jafe-jafe definitely. Waaw.
I am representing UDP.
United Democratic Party. Since ngeen ñëw fii ba time bi mbaa experience get any problem? Do you have any problem here?
Actually, no. It has been very free and fair.
I'm here as a presiding officer.
Presiding. Exactly at what time do you start?
8 o'clock. The normal start is 8 o'clock. But we were here since 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Since you've started, have you encountered any problem from the vote?
Not yet.
It's okay. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Mr. Gajigo. How are you?
I'm fine. Why are you here?
Well, I'm here to come and exercise my right as provided for by Section 39 of the Constitution that a Gambian who is registered to be a voter and is issued with a voter's card. If you are 18 and above, you have a right to be registered as a voter. If you are 21, you also have the right to offer yourself to serve, that is to be elected. So I'm coming to exercise that right to vote for the person I think can serve this country at the level of the National Assembly. So I came here to do that.
You just cast your vote. Do you have any complaint?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, when I came, I saw that there is no long queue, and that I've not been given any report regarding any hitch in terms of the breach of the rules of the elections. So I have no complaints as far as I'm concerned. Only that, unlike the presidential, this time, the place was filled up. There was a long queue, in fact, long queues. But this time around, you see how empty the place is.
Disappointed about the turnout?
Not necessarily. You can also understand that we are in a given period. We are in Ramadan, we are in Lent, and people are fasting, and of course today is a weekend. So I guess people are being kept at home by those circumstances, the Ramadan and the weekend. But I am confident that before the end of the polls, they'll be coming out.
Are you optimistic that you're going to maintain your seat in Banjul?
Well, that is left to the Gambia, the electorate of Banjul not. For me, I have presented my case. I was able to tell them what I intend to do. I told them what I have done, and they have even seen it. And then I also told them that I want to continue the work I have started in serving my country at the level of the National Assembly, serving the constituency at the level of the National Assembly. So it's up to the electorate of Banjul North to decide.
All right, thank you very much. This is another polling station, and then here is Sam Jack in Banjul. Well, Honorable Mohamed Ndau will be voting here, and other independent candidates that will come here. So you can follow us and find out what exactly is happening here in Sam Jack also.
My name is Amadou Wuri Diallo.
Amadou Wuri Diallo, at what time did you come here today to cast your vote?
I was here as early as 6:45. So I almost spent 1 hour here waiting, because I know how important this election is, as far as we are here to elect the people who have to enact laws that have to govern this country for the next 5 years, and as well the people who have to distribute the resources that the state has, especially our monetary and the finance of this country. Then we need to elect people who has great aspirations and understand issues to go and represent us in the parliament, because if we don't do that, then we're going to put ourselves in a very critical situation as far as I can say this government is concerned.
My name is Abdullah Njai. I'm an independent candidate vying for the Banjul Central seat.
You just cast your vote. How is the process going on here in Sam Jack?
Yeah, well, as you can see, it's in the early hours. So our team has been deployed in the various voting streams. So as far as we are concerned, things are going smoothly for now. So we hope it stays like that during the entire voting process.
You are contesting against Mohamed Ndau. Well, he's a well-recommended person in this constituency. Do you think you will win this election?
Yes, definitely. We are very, very optimistic in terms of victory today. We've done all the necessary prerequisite groundworks needed, and we've entered each and every home. We've knocked at each and every door in Banjul Central. We've been one of the first candidates to, step on the ground, and we've taken ample time in setting up the agendas needed. I guess we think that are relevant in terms of the relevant change needed in the community. So we feel that we've really done everything needed. So it's now left to the electorates to decide.
Why do you think you deserve to be at the parliament to represent your people more than Mohammed?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't just jump up and just stand. I had a prior career in terms of community development, youth engagement, charity work, policy making processes with various groups that some I head and others I'm a key member of. And through all those processes, have gathered ample experience that I feel that it's time to make sure I be in the decision making. Thank you. So that I'll be in a decision making place in terms of trying to push certain agendas that we feel are of relevance to the people that we serve, that we wish to serve, and the general populace as well.
Yusufa Cham, Lancaster, number 3.
Yusuf, at what time did you come here today?
I came here around 7:30.
7:30. You've already voted, so did you experience any problem before voting or after?
No, actually, I didn't experience any problem at all, definitely.
So everything went very smooth?
Yeah, sure.
Good morning, Honorable. Thank you very much for the time. You've just cast your vote. Can you tell us about the process, whether you found it very smooth?
Yeah, to be quite honest, the ground is smooth. I didn't observe any problems, unless maybe few. Some people from the other camps are doing some canvassing, but I have told my people to make sure that they will be able to address things.
What do you mean by they are doing canvassing?
Like they will be standing at some points or at some junctions when people are going to vote. They will be talking to them to change their minds, especially those who they know that they are my people. They will talk to them to vote for them.
Who are the candidates that are doing this?
It's from one of the independent candidates.
Oh, who is that independent candidate?
It's Ablaye Njie at this end here.
My name is Amadou Rejalo, and I am his spokesperson.
You are a spokesperson. Mr. Mohammed Ndau accused you people of stopping his people on the way, telling them to vote for you. Is this true?
Very well, I will start by saying, looking at me and listening to my words, you see a statesman speaking. And you don't expect a statesman to go very low in damaging or bringing down what we call democracy. As Gambia is a democratic state, and everyone is expected to behave democratically, which means you must employ ethics in yourself, which I am telling you, I and Team Anandor, which is the one that have put Abdullah Njie, who is Mamlai, as our candidate, are people of great integrity, people of high self-esteem, and people of high confidence. We are not people who just wake up one day and get into politics. We study politics in the classroom, and we are doing politics in practical. So there's nothing that we doesn't understand when it comes to the rules and the regulations that is governing the election, which is going to be conducted.
But did you stop people?
That is what I'm saying. Listening to me, you know that it is a statesman who is speaking. I wouldn't go very low to go and stop somebody. How will I even know that you are going to vote for me or you're not going to vote for me? What's in your heart can only remain in your heart. Even if you come and talk to me and tell me you're going to vote for me, yes, I can have hope that you're going to vote for me. But what are you going to do? It's between you and God. Because that ballot is what? Is it no secret? Absolutely. Whenever somebody speaks like that, he is just desperate. I'm telling you that statement is a statement that comes from a desperate person. That is a statement that comes from a desperate individual who doesn't have any hope. But we are people of great hope, people of great self-esteem, and people of great competence. We are not going to go down low, as I tell you. We are people who study politics in the classroom and as well doing politics in practical. So you don't expect us to behave like anyone who is a lunatic on the street. Absolutely, we are people who understand the rules and the regulations that is governing the election. And we are not going to floor that. Yesterday, I can tell you, the party that is bagging him, go on our Facebook page. You will see what was happening. That I will not tell you. Pictures are there to show you the realities. Because we went Facebook Live, they were there distributing sugar to people. And we took it Facebook Live. You can go to Abdullah Njie for MP for Banjul Central. On our page, you will see the videos that I'm talking about.
Which party is this?
We're not having a party. We are.
No, which party is this? That was the
National People's Party. That is NPP. In coalition with the PPP, that is People Progressive Party. As I am telling you, go to our Facebook page. You will see what I'm telling you. These are not things that which I am just crafting. We went directly, and you know that yesterday was a cool-off day, whereby nobody is expected to do any political activity within the country. Everybody have to remain calm, give the electorates their free of mind to choose based on the choices that are put in front of them. And we respected that, but they do not. They were moving around the community around 3 a.m. distributing sugar and attire. But I'm here to tell the electorates, anyone who gives you that, that person don't have any respect for you. He doesn't have any value for you. He does not value your life, because that person is telling you your life, your future, your generation, and your children, they want only less than 4 kilos of sugar for the next 5 years. That person doesn't have any value for you. And I am here to tell you and remind the Gambian people that Abdullah Njie is here to serve the interests of the people. As he have mentioned through his political manifesto, in his 4-point agenda, and throughout our political rally, we emphasize on things that which we've already done. We are not here to tarnish anybody's name, but if the game requires it, we're going to give them directly what they need. But I can tell you, we have a whole lot of records. When we release them, many people will be ashamed. And I'm warning all of them. I'm warning all of them. If we release what we have, majority of them will be sacked from even NPP itself.
What do you have?
Absolutely, somebody came to us to bribe us so that we can come down and stop contesting. And that person is from National People's Party.
Who is that person?
That's what I'm telling you. When the right time comes, we're going to release this.
I think this is the right time.
Absolutely. I am telling you, I'm just giving you a little bit of what is happening. I have told you what happened last night when tomorrow we are going to talk about what happened before the elections.
yaa ngi complain lan moo nekk problème.
Okay, first and foremost, man may the liaison officer between the IEC and the United Democratic Party. Bi ma ñëwee tey ci suba, I went around all the polling stations. Madam polling station, police lines, fekk fa an MPP moto mu ngi taxaw, and that's not done. Day of election, anything that has a symbol of a political party, one should desist from it. 1. 2, ma ñëw léegi ni the same thing applies to Makati Square. MPP surrogates yang fa woon. Though amuñ an MPP candidate here, but they are in alliance with the PPP. So because of that, they were there, try to canvass votes. And we all know that they were giving ample time to canvass votes during the campaign. Now campaign is over, it's over. This is day of election. There shouldn't be anything like campaign. So ñun li ñoo wax mooy ne Sam Jack fii dina joxe certain names sax ñoo xam ne jox mante I know that they are fond of that. One of them is Ibu Seka. The other one is Aissatou Diop. Te I am warning ne anything of that sort su fekkee ne xew na again, honestly speaking, we'll bring our surrogates and we'll not even look at anything. Because the law is the law. What good for the goose is good for the gander as well. I mean, and this is a warning. And to be forewarned is to be forearmed. What happened during the presidential election, we are not going to condone it again. We will not allow it to replicate itself. So this is a message that they should clearly listen to. If they don't want peace, we also don't want peace. In as much as we are advocating for peace, we want peace. Let them try and see how best they can nurture that peace. If they don't want to nurture the peace, saying that because of this, that, and that they are the one in power, they are the executive, that cannot hold here. This is what I'm saying. And it's a message. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we are at the Banjul mini stadium polling station now. Here also to find out what exactly is happening here in Banjul. Follow us inside.
Adamaba.
Lan mooy sa position fii.
Presiding officer.
Presiding naka seen voting bi naka la naka di demee sin si suba.
Ngay dem smoothly nag. Yeah, ngay dem smoothly.
There is no problem.
No, actually not a problem, was just a little misunderstanding. Mooy bu ñoo seal boxes yi am na benn box mooy NPP seen candidate bi. So box bi doo whole si ñoo lifinutoon correspondutoon waaye after mënoon nañ ko manage ba mun a def foofu noonu si leeni binding wire, then from there ñu def living bi red seal si because loolu noonu gaay boobu la gaay li fi noonu ne comme óolu wuñ daal ne su fa boobu nekkutee mun na indi any other complication. So
njëkk a vote amuñ problem in voting in the NPP box.
No gaay complaining ko de anyway.
Apart from that, everything's okay.
Yeah, only when the PDOIS candidate bu mu ñëwee ne ñu lifin naka ne box yi ni ko tegee te according to ñun luñ ñu waxee ne arrange ko ñun noonu lañ ko tegee in alphabetical order waaye moom mu ne right to left la instead of left to right waaw xanaa loolu rek moom.
My name is Muhammadu Mansour Foun. I am the Doi candidate for Banjul South constituency.
All right, so tell us, you've already voted. How was the process?
Yes, the process is smooth and fine. My only objection I had was a little bit of decentralization of the table approaching the polling booth, and that have been sorted with the assistant presiding officer.
It seems like the turnout is somehow poor this time compared to the presidential election. Are you disappointed in any way?
Yes. If the turnout is poor, it doesn't show a good image of a democracy. So democracy means participation. So if the turnout is low, then that's not a good sign of a good participation of citizens in deciding their future. And I know we are in the month of Ramadan, But this is a one-day process, and your future depends on this day. If you made the right choice, you will reap the benefit. If you sit down at home and do not vote, if things doesn't turn well in the future, then you can be accomplice to what's transpired.
Well, my name's Lyndon B. Johnson. I am one of the aspiring candidates for the parliamentary elections, and I am not contesting on our party's ticket. Instead, I am contesting on an independent candidate.
So you've already cast your vote. So how did you see the process? Did you say anything that does not impress you?
I think the process that we have in Gambia, if not the best, is one of the best processes that we have. And looking at what I saw here, it's really impressive. And I think it waters down to what the outcomes of the result might be. Because I think if we have all these processes in place to make sure the elections are free and fair, I think us as candidates should be able to accept the results as they come out. Because I think this is just the beginning of how it unfolds. And looking at the casting of the vote is happening now. And at the end of the day, counting is going to be done on the spot. So I think we have representatives that are there to serve our interests, to make sure that the counting is done in their presence, and also making sure that they've confirmed all the results as they are from the ballot box. So I think the process is one of the best.